What happens if I cause an accident with liability-only car insurance? Have you ever wondered what happens if you cause an accident and only have liability car insurance? It's a question worth exploring, especially when shopping for auto insurance. Let's break it down in simple terms. When you have liability-only car insurance, your policy covers damages and injuries to the other person involved in the accident. This includes two main parts: bodily injury liability and property damage liability. Bodily injury liability takes care of medical bills, lost wages, and even pain and suffering for the other party. Property damage liability covers the repairs or replacement of the other person's vehicle or any property that was damaged. However, here's the catch. Your liability insurance does not cover any damage to your own vehicle or your own medical expenses. If you cause an accident, you will be responsible for paying for your own repairs and medical bills out of pocket. This can lead to significant costs, especially if the accident is severe. Another important aspect to consider is your policy limits. If the costs of the accident exceed what your liability insurance covers, you could be personally responsible for paying the difference. This means you might face financial consequences, such as wage garnishment or liens against your property, if you cannot cover those excess damages. It's also worth noting that while liability insurance protects you from lawsuits related to the accident, it only does so up to your policy limits. If those limits are reached, you could be left vulnerable to further legal action. So, if you are shopping for auto insurance, here are some questions to ask yourself. Do you want coverage for your own vehicle and medical expenses? If so, you might want to consider additional coverage options like collision or comprehensive insurance. These types of coverage can help protect you from the financial burden of repairs and medical costs. In summary, with liability-only insurance, if you cause an accident, your insurance will pay for the other party's medical expenses and property damage, but your own injuries and vehicle damage will not be covered. You may also be personally liable for costs exceeding your coverage limits. Understanding these details can help you make informed decisions when shopping for auto insurance.